What's going on, gamers? It's Kane the Boss, and today we got a little bit of a, I don't know what to call it, a filler video. The Little King story review will be coming out sometime in September, and I just wanted to knock out a video I've been meaning to do for a long time. I'm gonna go through my entire record collection as of August 2024. We got a lot to cover, so hopefully I can make some good comments on every album I got here. So, I don't know how this ended up being first, but we got this is some krautrock. I bought this, I think, in Germany, yes. I've listened to a little bit of it. If you don't know, krautrock is kind of a weird genre. It's probably not for most people. I personally think it's interesting. That's why I got it. It was like $10. Next up, we got Sung Tongs by Animal Collective. Animal Collective used to be like my favorite band ever. They're still super good. Some of the best to ever do it, really. When it comes to neo-psychedelia and freak folk. Just, they cover a lot of genres over the years, and Sung Tongs is their freak folk masterpiece. Next up, we got my washed goat. We have MBDTF, My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy by Kanye West, and I cherish this album. My teenage years, I loved this thing so much. It's one of the most beautiful rap albums ever made, really. No comment on the current Kanye West situation, because I don't know what's true and what's not. But alas, next up, Teens of Denial by Car Seat Headrest. Anybody who's watching this who knows Kane the Boss knows Kane the Boss likes Car Seat Headrest. And this is their second album with Domino. Domino? I meant Matador. My fault. Domino is Animal Collective. Matador is Car Seat Headrest when it comes to record companies. This album is amazing. Some of the best indie rock I've ever heard. Has a lot of meaning, a lot of emotional heft. We got a couple, what do they call it, like vinyl of the month shit that I got that I've never actually listened to. We got Beastie Boys, Check Your Head. I've never heard this shit, I won't lie. Maybe someday. Same thing next up. We got, was Bruce Springsteen, Nebraska. Who the fuck listens to Bruce? Another vinyl of the month. They turned it sideways for some reason. This is Blonde on Blonde by Bob Dylan. I'm not super well versed in Bob Dylan, but I like a couple of his songs. I think he's really important to musical canon in the modern day, but I just don't have a lot to say. Next up, we got whatever this Animal Collective album was called that has, Dragon Slayer. I'm reading the back. It had Prester John. Prester John's a really good song. Time Skiffs. That says it on the cover. I should have read it. This is not my favorite Animal Collective release at all. In their later years of their career, the past couple of years, they've dropped some mid, but Defeat and Prester John are really good songs. Defeat is from their newest album. Next up, we got Prized Possessions, Volcanic Bird Enemy, and The Voice Concern by one Mr. Lil Ugly Mane. This thing is covered in weird 1920s ass music samples, and it stays in a trip hop type realm for most of its runtime. It's super good, super endearing. Some of the lyrics on this are fucking depressing as shit, and this album's fantastic. Blew my mind. Here, we'll move to this next. This is the Big O Collector Edition-o box of Nurture by Porter Robinson. And if we bust this thing open here, you can see we have this alt cover of Nurture. We have a little art book of sorts right here. And then underneath are all these little 7-inches. I don't want to pull them out because they're hard to put back in. But we got all these little records of all the singles for the album, which this album had a lot of fucking singles. huge. Next up, we got The Cure, Disintegration. I love Pictures of You. Absolutely beautiful song. Do I know any other songs on this by heart? Absolutely not. I do like The Cure's style though. I do like my goth rock. This shit bangs, bro. Trust. Next up, we got the little box set of what is it? Ants from Up There by Black Country New Road. Black Country New Road, one of the, oh my god, I'm gonna keep saying best, but I mean, hey, I only buy stuff that I like. This is one of the greatest albums of all time. Released in 2022. I think it was February 4th exactly. This thing is a fucking beast of just a whole blend of genres, but it has a very musical-esque feel to it. It's like a fucking Shakespeare tragedy of an album. It is a lot to take in, but absolutely fantastic. Next up, we got the king of chamber pop right here. This is Illinois by Sufjan Stevens. You can tell it's a reprint because we got the balloons here. In the original version, you had Superman on the cover, but DC didn't like that very much. And, of course, there's a song referencing Superman on the album Illinois, because I think Metropolis is based on Chicago. The song, I believe, here, we'll just read it. It's, where the heck is it? Something. Where? I feel bad right now. Oh yeah, the man of Metropolis steals our hearts. That's a song about Superman. But this is one of my favorite albums ever. This thing is perfect. This thing is absolutely perfect. Shit is super sad and beautiful. Chicago, Casimir Pulaski Day, fucking Feel the Illinois, John Wayne Gacy Jr. I can read every song title on here, dude. It's what a ride. What a ride this album is. Oh, next up we got a Vinyl of the Month shit that I've never listened to. It's The Low End Theory by Tribe Called Quest. I probably should have listened to this. I know it's quite important to a lot of people when it comes to the bigger picture of hip hop and the evolution of the genre, but just haven't gotten around to it. Next up, I never even heard of this shit. Vinyl of the Month bullshit. I'm not even gonna read the title. Fuck it. It's not important. Next up, oh shit, we're getting all sticky. This is huge album. This was a Vinyl of the Month thing, but I love this album so much. This is Cross by Justice. French house, fucking think Daft Punk, but mixed by an absolute maniac. This thing is loud, makes you want to dance. It has a song called Dance. This album's fantastic. Some of the just best dance music ever. Freaking Bright Eyes on Wide Awake It's Morning. I think I've heard one song from this. I know this album's really good. I just, I haven't gotten around to it. I'm a lazy guy. Oh, huge. Next up. I got this shit on Discogs. This is Alopecia by Y, one of my favorite indie rock albums of all time, because Yoni Wolf, or whatever the heck his name is, I think it's Yoni Wolf, he was in this hip-hop group in the early 2000s called Cloud Dead, and that was one of the first things I listened to that was, like, I found on 4chan, and I was like, oh, this shit's crazy. But I ended up loving this album a shit ton. I found this on Discogs. It is signed by Yoni and somebody else. Just super cool to have. I know Y just released an album, but that dude's pushing 50 years old. It's probably not that amazing. Next up, we got good old JPEG Mafia, Danny Brown, Scaring the Hose. Fantastic hip-hop album. Great release from last year. Definitely worth owning, especially for this hilarious-ass cover. I love JPEG Mafia. I love his production style. The dude cooks all the time. Next up, we got a really, really, really good Swans album, White Light from the Mouth of Infinity, I think. I got that right. This is, I don't know what you'd call it, like, goth post-rock. It's super good. Of course, there are better Swans albums, but this one I got into, and I found it at a record store. Same one I got new at in Germany. This is just, I don't know, it's a cool album. It's definitely worth checking out if you're into post-rock. Speaking of post-rock, we got Spiderland by Slint, Shout out Ryan Gelatin for forcing me to listen to this like a couple years ago. This album's great. Kind of birthed the genre of post rock, which, if you don't know, it's just really long rock songs with crescendos and slow moments. I don't know. I think it's super endearing and emotional as a genre, and this is kind of where it all began. Next up, this was a gift from one of my roommates. Well, just my roommate of like 3 years, Peter O'Sullivan. Sorry to name drop him that hard, but this is Random Access Memories by Daft Punk. Super cool, really awesome. I love Daft Punk. This album's a lot jazzier than their older stuff, and god damn, dude, this shit's just funky. Like, this album's great. I love Contact. I love Doing It Right, which features Panda Bear of Animal Collective fame. Next up, we got some shit I never listened to. Vinyl of the month. This is Aaliyah. I think Timbaland produced this album, if I'm not mistaken, and Aaliyah has sadly passed away. I believe I listened to the first couple tracks of this. Actually, it's good, but it's not really my thing. I'm not a huge R&B fan personally, but cool to have. Next up, real 4chaners know this shit. You can peel this banana. This is the Velvet Underground and Nico, featuring art by Andy Warhol, which, you know, he signed the front, not the fucking band. So, I don't know how to explain this right now. The band features lead singer Lou Reed, who is kind of famous for making some pretty revolutionary music in the 60s, 70s, and maybe even 80s. I'm not quite sure. My musical history knowledge, I'm going to move these so they don't crush each other. I forgot where I was going, but we'll move on to the next one. Top tier, you already know. This is Spirit Phone by Lemon Demon. It's like Oingo Boingo, but like a Halloween album at the same time. This shit's awesome. Some of the catchiest, like I don't know what you call it, geek rock. Rate Your Music has a genre that is kind of fake called geek rock. This is definitely geek rock, bro. This shit rocks. Not a bad song on here, and some of the bonus tracks as well, dude. Absolutely crazy. I know one of the bonus tracks, it's not on this vinyl, but one of the bonus tracks on the digital version is actually a Neil C. Segura, or I don't know how to say his name, I apologize. One of his, God damn it, I'm losing my train of thought. I've been talking a lot. Neil made a song for Gravity Falls. It was going to be the theme song, but it didn't end up working out. And it's one of the bonus tracks on the digital version of Spirit Phone. But the bonus tracks featured here are Crisis Actors, Redesign Your Logo, Pizza Heroes, You're at the Party, and Angry People. I'm only really a fan of You're at the Party when it comes to those bonus tracks. My favorite bonus track out of all the Spirit Phone bonus tracks is, what's it called? Kubrick and the Beast. Super good instrumental, really cool song. Next up, we got Sigur Rós. I get to be. That was horrible. This is also some post rock. This is also some Vinyl of the Month shit that I got, which I actually listened to. It was like one of the first ones I got, and just super atmospheric and really cool. Just a great listen. Not my favorite Sigur Rós release though. Their song Happy Paula, or however you say it. Oh my god, dude. Beautiful. Next up, we got Elon Musk's ex-girlfriend, Grimes, Visions. This is a Vinyl of the Month release thing. I prefer, Art Angels to this, but this album's not bad. Next up, huge. I love these guys. Adult Jazz, Earrings Off. This is their EP. Very, very strange, warped pop music. I hear something outside. Whatever that means. Music just started playing, but Next up, we got Year of the Snitch by Death Grips. I have The Money Store by Death Grips sitting over there because I can't show that on camera. I think this is my first vinyl. This was bought for me by a friend of the show, Ryan Gelatin. This is absolutely, a great release. I love Death Grips. I've loved them for a long time. Next up, we got Of Montreal. What is it called? Hissing Fauna, Are You the Destroyer? Really good neo-psych rock music, really good. I'm sorry, this music's really distracting. You guys are just going to have to deal with this for a minute, because I'm not cutting it out of the video. Alexa, stop. Stop. Sorry, gang, I had to tell Alexa to shut the fuck up. Next up, we got Making a Door Less Open, Car Seat Headrest. Oh my god. Their worst release yet. No, this album's great. Has Life Worth Missing, Weightlifters, Can't Cool Me Down, Martin. Great. This is a great album. I love a lot of songs on here. I don't like Deadlines. I don't like either version of Deadlines. That song's not good. I don't like Him. I don't like What's With You Lately. Hollywood is strange. I don't know if it belongs on the album, but what can you do? I'm really excited for whatever Car Seat Headrest has next, though. I've been waiting a long, long time. Next up, we got the Friday Night Funkin' soundtrack, the Kickstarter reward. I got this like a month ago. Do you know how long ago the Friday Night Funkin' Kickstarter was? Do you know? Because I do. It's bad. It's bad that took that long. Coldplay, Prospect March. This is the EP Coldplay dropped after Viva La Vida, which features Life in Technicolor 2, which is my favorite Coldplay song. That's why I bought this. Next up, we have the classic Photo of a Shoulder. This is This It by The Strokes. Great. I don't know what you'd call it. It wasn't like post-punk, but it was like indie rock in the early 2000s. It was making a comeback kind of after grunge. It's not post-grunge though. Post-grunge is bad music most of the time. Yeah, Is This It by The Strokes. Julian Casablancas. It's a great album. Not a bad song on here, honestly. Especially the title track. God damn, there's a lot of good songs on here. Hard to Explain. I love Hard to Explain. But I can't yap forever. We got this is Sufjan Stevens and Angelo de Augustine. There's some things on this cover that I'm covering up. It's like a beast, but hey, cover it up. This is a beginner's mind. Really cool. I don't know. You could just folk music, I guess. They're singing about movies. It's just a very relaxing album. I used to listen to it when I played Stardew Valley. Really fit that vibe. Next up, I found this shit in Rome in a record store. This is Working on Dying by Blade. I'm not a huge Blade fan, but I could not pass this up. I'm an Echo 2K head personally, but Working on Dying is one of my more enjoyed Blade releases. Like, what is it? Cherry Bracelets? That song's really good, featuring Young Lean. Next up, we got live at Bush Hall, Black Country New Road. This is the live album they put out after the lead singer, Isaac Wood, I believe his name was, left after Ants From Up There. There's some good songs on it. They're definitely trying to reinvent their style with the loss of their lead singer, and I respect it. You got Up Song, beautiful. Turbine/Pigs, one of their best songs, but I mean, they don't have a lot of songs, but a lot of their songs are their best songs. Across the Pond Friend is also super good, although the dude singing on it is not an amazing singer, but neither am I, so what can you do? Next, Merriweather Post Pavilion by Animal Collective. I got this at Barnes & Noble at a mall, and I love Animal Collective, so you know how it is. This was the first release I had heard by them. I think at the same time I was getting into Kanye West. It was a very strange time in my life. But yeah, this shit made waves in my headphones, let me tell you that much. Really, really psychedelic ass album, dude. Fucking fantastic, if we're being real. Oh, next up, I just bought this the other day. This is Vessel by 21 Pilots, my favorite release by them. Just a great pop album overall. Who would have guessed? Next up, we have the first 1975 album. Not my favorite by them, but it has sex, robbers, money. I think that's really all. No, talk. Talk is good too. This album's really good. If I could have a different 1975 album, I probably would. But I saw this and I was like, yeah, screw it, I'll get it. I love that band. I love Matty Healy. Alright, I'm gonna try a couple closer to me because it's starting to get far away. Station to Station, David Bowie. I think I bought this while I was on a date because I saw it at Barnes & Noble. This is still like the wrapping's like coming off, but kind of slightly unopened. It's got a little gash here though, unfortunately. I love Station to Station, the title track, and TVC 15. Specifically, those songs are great. Next up, my mom got this for me. This is Jack Harlow. I don't listen to Jack Harlow. Next up, we got American Idiot by Green Day. I just kind of bought this to have it. It's not one of my favorite like pop punk albums, but it's good. You know how it is. I forget where I got it. Might have been Germany also. Might have been. Next up, we got the Deltarune soundtrack. The Chapter 2 soundtrack to be specific. I love Deltarune, I love Undertale. If you're expecting an Undertale vinyl though, you'll be disappointed. I do not have one. However, you got this, you got Spampton's music, you got a lot of cool stuff. The art, absolutely fucking stunning, dude. Like, look at the back too, you got Ralsei on there. Just great release. I love Toby Fox and his music. Next up, Garciera's Mirror to Mirror. You can go watch my unboxing from like 5 years ago of this and get a way better experience, honestly, on how I felt about Car Seat Headrest at the time. But I still think Mirror to Mirror is better than Face to Face. If anybody wanted me to update my opinion on that. Continue on. This is Raw Data Field by Everything Everything. I believe I have a signed print too somewhere. I don't know where. But yeah, I got this. I got a cassette too of it. This album is great. I love Everything Everything. They're cool ass band. They make some weirdo pop rock kind of music. Hard to explain, really, because I'm running out of breath. But we're reaching the end here. We'll grab this last little stack. Next up here, we'll just hold up for a double feature. This is Klonoa 1 and 2 soundtrack. I might be a little bit of a poser, but I love Klonoa. I love his design. I've beaten the first game. I've gotten very close to beating the second game. And, yeah. I enjoy Klonoa. Next up, we got Evangelion. Finally, Evangelion. I bought this for Gom Susiar Todd and the Cruel Angel's Thesis, which are both on here. Oh, and Fly Me to the Moon, of course. Evangelion's fantastic. End of Eva, probably the best animated film of all time. Next up, we have some real pop punk that I do like. This is Blink-182, whatever it's called, like fucking what is the Enema of the State? That's what it's called. I love Dumpweed. I love Blink-182. They're so good. There's that signed Everything Everything print by the band. They're super cool. Ooh, big, huge. Post-punk, Interpol, Obstacle 1, the second track, one of the best songs of all time. Like, literally. It doesn't get much better than Obstacle 1 by Interpol. Yeah, this album's amazing. This is also a Vinyl of the Month thing that I got. Which shows you that it was kind of worth it sometimes. This is Strawberry Jam by Animal Collective. This is probably my favorite release by them. That and Feels are those are top two. I probably switch between the two depending on how I'm feeling. Strawberry Jam is super upbeat, super catchy, super psychedelic, just beautiful album. I don't know what this accent that's coming out of me is as I go deeper and deeper into this. This is also one of the first vinyls I got. This is Flower Boy by Tyler the Creator. Not my favorite release by him. That would be Igor. But this album has a lot of great songs on it. A lot of good rap music. Reminds me of my teenage years. I'll say that much. Next up, this is a vinyl of the month thing. This is freaking Lonesome Crowded West by Modest Mouse. Now, I wish I had The Moon and Antarctica by Modest Mouse. That is my favorite Modest Mouse album by far, because Third Planet is a song that changed me, bro. That shit's ascension levels of shit. But The Lonesome Crowded West is also super good. Definitely worth checking out. Modest Mouse is a fantastic indie rock band. And that'll do it. That's all the records I got. See y'all guys when the Little King Story review comes out. Peace.